Hello again. So I'm back. I made a quick new YouTube channel. I'm recording this a few hours after the first video that's not going to be on this channel. That turned out to be very long, so we'll see how long this one turns out to be. As I said in the last one, I'm going to do All the Wtherspoons, which I have done once. Was it once? No, I've done it twice now. No moving, just something to do. I find Wetherspoons can be kind of an interesting like insight into the UK. And in the last, I streamed it basically earlier on during my lunch break. And one of the things I tried was, I just guessed. Usually it was based on something, but I'd guessed the town or city in which it was before I even look around. So we'll do that again. Okay, the banker's draft. Now this is a big building. Nice day as well. It's very hard to guess this one because I can't see much of anything else. I can see that it's probably in an old bank. It would be frustrating if I actually know this, but I really haven't got much to go on. I'm trying to look in the reflections actually. Let me lean forward. Hang on. I really can't tell. It looks like there might be some sort of clock here. I mean, it's big. I'm just going to go London. Already, it's not London. Is this Sheffield? I was looking at this. Is it Sheffield or Nottingham? I'm rubbish with this. These trams. It's Sheffield, isn't it? Where was I? Like, I've walked here before. I've walked past. But was that in Sheffield? Or was it in Nottingham? This is really frustrating because I know this. I just can't remember if it was when I was like down this bottom of this hill is the train station. I don't want to see the name of the place. I want to remember. Sheffield or Nottingham. Oh, this is so frustrating. Like, why is my brain gone bust? Because basically my sister used to live in Sheffield. I'm almost positive it is, but there's something stopping me. No, it's Sheffield, of course it is. Why was I think? Okay, why am I thinking Nottingham? Nottingham has trams as well, right? Doesn't it? Does it? But yeah, my sister went to university in Sheffield. I've been to Sheffield a few times. I've been to Sheffield a few times before she was in Sheffield and after. But what I'm remembering is one time when I had like a work thing. Oh, that's it. I'd forgotten that I went to Sheffield in a previous job. I was thinking I've not been to Sheffield for some training thing in my current job. But it was because it was when I was in my old job. So I have this memory of like I stayed somewhere down the bottom of the hill behind the station, I think it was. I said this in the last video, but my mouse is not doing well. Yeah, and I just had nothing to do in the evening, and I ended up just walking up this road. And there's just doing nothing in like quite cold evening. So this is Castle Square, which is like a pretty main bit of town. But yeah, Sheffield has like at the back of Sheffield, I think it's like where the trams go. So you kind of, I think my hotel was somewhere around here actually, or at least I walked that way, which makes me think that it's, yeah, here. I'm quite annoyed because at this period where it felt like my brain was stalled, and it was somewhere between Nottingham and Sheffield. But yeah, we're there. Okay. So, I assume it's that, the Tom Toya Lewis. This is, as Wetherspoons go, this is pretty understated or bleak. I mean, they're all a little bit bleak, to be honest. But yeah, I have no idea. These are quite kind of older buildings. Suggest it's fairly central in whatever town this is in. I mean, it sort of suggests maybe. Tom Toya Lewis is such a weird name. But yeah, I really haven't got a clue. It looks like a fairly small town. Gonna have to move. Well, I mean, should I guess somewhere before I start moving? Nah. There you go, Newport City. So it's in Newport. That's a bit too easy, really. Yeah, so I'm sure I'll be able to find it. Tom Toya Lewis. Although it doesn't look like it's right in the middle of town, you know? So maybe I'm gonna. My mouse is so annoying. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's in the middle of town necessarily. Maybe this built up shawarma city kebab joint. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. So not too bad, but kind of a bit basic. It's on the corner. St. Paul. Wait, hang on. So I'm looking west of that road. So must be like here. Yeah. Wow, this is so far away that I can barely see what it's called, but it's called the White House. I don't know whether the quality of this video will be good enough to be able to just see that blurry thing that says the White House. It says something like MacArthur. No, I don't know what that says. So we're out in the sticks. This is a big Wetherspoons. Out in the sticks. Big car park. People coming from miles away to come taste some of that White House beer and food. Where should we go for? I feel like... Okay, so we're in the middle of nowhere. It's got some vibe that's like... maybe... you know, like Middle England, like home counties. You know, like... but like far away from the center of... like maybe it's not... it's a fairly like big town. So we're talking like... I'm saying anywhere here. So a new town has been created kind of near, like could be like Hitchin, you know what I mean? This is like an historic building. Like Bedford, that would be quite, and it's like on the edge. But that's kind of not going on much. Oh no, this is going to be impossible. I can't read these. Can't tell what that is. It might not be gettable. Residential area, no overnight parking of heavy goods vehicles. So we're near a motorway probably, if they're having to... Does that say Newport something. Like there's Newport Pagnell on the edge of. I don't know whether Newport Pagnell is built next to some like because this originally, what would this building have been? Like a big house. A sort of not stately home, but like a rich person owns it, and they're like a big landlord or whatever, big landowner. Maybe it's farms. I don't know, but I don't know. Like Newport Pagnell could be like. I mean, I don't think it says Newport Pagnell actually, because that's not a long word. But it looks like you've got like different outbuildings and different quarters or whatever, maybe for like servants almost. Or I suppose it could just be like, I don't know. Originally though, it would be where someone lived, some rich person, big Georgian, something like that. But yeah, as for where it is, I don't know. It's just a hunch that it was. What does that say? Something welcome. The White House free house food. Something all day served. Visitors welcome, maybe? I don't really know. Looks like a UFO. Yeah, it's tough. But the fact that they've got like parking restrictions, so this just seems really this part of the world, for some reason, like so precious about this. And it would be, maybe it's near the M1 or something, like Newport Pagnell is, Northampton. I just reckon it's somewhere south of like Birmingham. It just, I don't know whether it's seeing the big, Range Rover on the way in. It's just making me think this is a place where these people. Look, this guy is wearing a very light coloured blazer. This is, people who wear that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't really want to say much, to be honest, because it's all rubbish anyway. But yeah, I can't really. Is that a golf course sign? I can't really go on much. Purely on. This looks like it says something port. But it'd be something local council, maybe? I don't know. Could be Bedford. Like out. See, like, oh, this part, maybe Ailes. No. Princess Risborough. I just basically think it's somewhere no further. I don't know. Somewhere like in this area. So I'll go for Newport Pagnell. Find out whether they've got. See what I mean? Like, is this a big field here? The red house. We need the White House. I've never been to Newport Pagnell. I've just been to the services. Although I do have a friend who lives in Newport Pagnell. Maybe because actually what we're looking for is. I think it's near. If it's talking about heavy goods vehicles, if I'm right that it's down south, it'll be near the M1 probably, or it could be totally wrong. It could be like near the M4, and it's like, somewhere like one of these places. So I'll look in Bedford, but then if I can't find it there, I'll just choose another place that's nearby. Well, not in the middle of Bedford, but maybe it's. See, like it could have been, somewhere like that. There's big pitch. The pitch is to the north as well. The field, rather. I don't think it's there. But like this is. Yeah, there's probably a lot of suburby type houses kind of behind it. Golf. There was a golf club. I mean, I don't think I'm going to find it, but I have thought that a lot of times before. So even that would have worked, But we're quite far away from the M1 or the M11 there. But I don't think it's, I mean, it could even be Hemel. I'd be very close to home. So I grew up there. Well, for some of my childhood, most of it. It just gives me that kind of vibe, like not far from home vibe, home, you know, where I grew up. You know, like all of these places, you know, to just south of a big field would work. I'm just going to move on. I've been 15 minutes. Frifston, there's a vineyard there I went to. This is nice, Berkhamsted, but yeah, I think we're closer to the M1. I'm gonna go with, it's a big place. I mean, they're not always in big places, are they, these Wetherspoons, especially if it's like this. If I zoom in, I'm gonna see that there isn't a White House, so I'm just gonna choose a town near the M1 or the A1. I saw the one in Biggleswade the other day, yesterday, so I don't think it's in Biggleswade. I'll go on the edge of St Neots because my friend Hannah grew up there, and we'll say it's in, no, I want to go closer to the M1, not the A1. Heavy goods vehicles, they'll choose the M1 at this point unless they go into like Newcastle. Even then, would you not go on the M1 and then join the A1 up further up, A1M? So we'll go for somewhere like Hartwell, whatever. I just don't want to spend ages. Okay, so it was like near Newport Pagnell. Come on, mouse. Is that Luton? Where am I zooming in? I'm looking in the wrong place. I chose somewhere very close to Newport Pagnell. So, not a million miles off. It is near the M1, but the other side. It's in a place called Scraptoft. See, I thought it was south of Birmingham. Just got that kind of vibe. But yeah, that whole, you know, the countryside in the East Midlands and stuff has a similar kind of thing to what I've got in mind. Anyway, these things, you know, they take a while. That's part of the fun of it, for me anyway. You don't have to rush through them. So this is the Edmund Halley, and it's a kind of flat roof pub. Big fan of that genre. I'm just trying to see if it says anything. There's a cafe, a kebab shop next to it, and then it says, is that, I don't know what that says on the left, the sort of sandwich board, this guy. Yeah, Edmund Halley is presumably the Halley's Comet guy. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but you know, that's the only Halley I know. I don't really know anything about him. Don't know where he was born. It'd be useful if I knew where he's born. So yeah, I haven't really got anything to go on. This could be up north, it could be down south, it could be, I want to say it's in England, but I mean that's just hedging your bets, isn't it, really? That's the biggest place on most Wetherspoons. But beyond that, don't know. There's no point in me guessing, I've realised. Right, this is going to make it really easy, so I'm not looking at that first, just in case I can see anything more interesting that will give me an idea. These are big roads. This is, I mean, having not driven everywhere in England, say, this, you know, these big sort of buildings that are from that era, and just the fact that this is like two directions, one way, one direction the other, and just something about the vibe of the place. It's kind of familiar. So again, makes me think of maybe near where I grew up, but like across from there, like a kind of, you know, like north of London, or maybe it's just a similar kind of thing, like southwest of like Chessington type of thing. So I was thinking like Chessington, or where's like north of like Stanmore or east of Stanmore. You know, like I'm just trying to think. Like this is quite nice and stuff. Maybe not Edgware, but somewhere like, anyway, that's just what I'm thinking. This will get revealed in a second, and it'll be like Scotland or something. My mouse is screwing up. I'm still not looking at the thing. I want to have a look here first. There we go. Lewisham Hospital. Lewisham. Okay, so this is Lee Green. Wasn't a million miles off. Just had this fit. Like, was the width of it, was the amount of lanes on the road, and the fact that it was well marked. Like, so in Liverpool, a road this width, there's like, what is it called? Rice Lane, Walton Hall Road, or something like that. Walton Road. My brain's not working. The road that you go towards Fazakerley on, Rice Lane. It's like 2 lanes either way, but there's no markings. It's just people have decided we're going to cram as many cars as we can. Whereas around London and in London, you don't see that. It's always like properly marked out. And just something in my head, it just made me think of that. So yeah, Lee Green. I was not far from Lee Green. In fact, I might have been in Lee Green. I went to this place called the Museum of Neoliberalism. And I'm pretty sure the closest station to it was Lee, but we ended up having to go to, it wasn't Hither Green, was it? No. Where the hell did we go? I can't remember, but somewhere around here. It wasn't Eltham. Maybe it was Blackheath actually that we actually, yeah, and I think it was here. Yeah, there it is. Museum of Neoliberalism. And yeah, a friend of mine apparently used to live in Lee. Is this actually exact? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, so I've actually been here. I just never came down this road. Oh, that's cool. So as I seem to remember, there was like one of those. I had a bit of an embarrassment. I was with my friend Ross, and I think I might have said it out loud. I may have kept it to myself. But you know those fire training towers that are just like about as wide as a lift shaft, and they're usually like brick. And yeah, people do. I think they do like training exercises in them. Or maybe it's like a fire watch. No, it can't be in London. So yeah, I said like, what are those things? What is that? I was thinking what, but yeah, I think I might have googled it or Ross told me. So yeah, I was at this junction. So just to the right here, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. And yeah, that's the. So that'll be what it was that I saw. And this was like a really cool old building. I think it was an old pub. Or maybe it was. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. But yeah, this is. Oh wait, am I on the wrong side? No, it is here. Yeah, the general area is kind of like a place I've never spent time in, but the Museum of Neoliberalism is worth a visit in normal times. It grew out of what I think was like an exhibit at the World Transformed, one of these like kind of Labour conference type things. And this guy, I've completely forgotten his name, but if you search for the Museum of Neoliberalism, you'll see a bunch of his kind of artwork and interesting stuff, which includes a Kickstarter project that I what'd you say, that I joined in with, that I paid money towards for, which was a jigsaw puzzle. There was 1,000 pieces, and the jigsaw is called the Jigsaw, and the jigsaw itself looks like the jigsaw box, which obviously looks like the jigsaw box, so it's like it goes into itself over and over and over again. So it looks like it's going to be extremely difficult. It was a Christmas present I gave to a friend, and I have been told I have to do it with them, so I look forward to that. I've not done a jigsaw since I was about 11, maybe. And it's going to be hard. Right, so that was cool. Really cool, actually. Being so close to somewhere. And when I went there was this time last year. It was just a little bit over a year ago. It was just before, I mean, we were talking about the pandemic. It was the 1st of Feb or the 31st of January, I think it was, last year, because this was part of a trip to Brussels on the Eurostar with my friend Ross. That's cool. Right. I really love this game. So I can't even tell what this is. This is an old wall, maybe. I really don't know. I'm going to say... Oh, wait a second. This... Oh no, it says dispose. I thought it was going to be like... It looked like maybe it was a different language. Maybe it was like Welsh. I can't even tell what this is. Nice outdoor seating area though. Can't tell what it's called. So I'm going to have to move. Ooh. What kind of stone is that? Where is that typical of? And is that water through there? I don't know. Let me turn around. Ooh. Is this Scotland? The cross keys. What is that? Let me lean forward. I don't know. I think as I went past, I saw that this didn't have information on it. I mean, I think the the stagecoach is kind of ubiquitous, or at least it covers a lot of the UK. My mouse is so annoying. Sorry, let me... Sorry, I'm just leaving it off for a second and then I'll turn it back on. Maybe that'll help. Okay. So I'm getting sort of weirdly Scottish vibe from... Have I just turned the sensitivity all the way down now? There we go. I'm getting a Scottish vibe because of this stone. And because of this building as well. But beyond that, I don't know. Egg? Definitely seems Scottish though. I'm just going to zoom into Scotland. I mean, where could it be? I don't know. It could be anywhere in Scotland. Other than, I would say, central Glasgow, central Edinburgh. Could be anywhere. Did I say I saw the sea? Nah. Could be a river though. Could be a river to the northeast. I don't think it is actually. I guess just choose a town. I think it's a town. It's not one of the big places. I wonder what that is. Just the lack of people, you know, parked up all along here. I feel like in a bigger place you have just loads of... Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to narrow it down. I think it's Scotland. I'll be happy if it's Scotland. And I reckon it's somewhere... could be between the two, or, you know, it's like... It's not anything in the Highlands or anything. I don't think even it's like up here, but I'm not really basing that on anything. Let's go for like Dumfries or Lockerbie. I don't know how big Lockerbie is actually. It'd be just like Cumbernauld. I don't. Is that old enough? Yeah. Let's just again. Let's not look at what the actual Wetherspoons is, because I'll end up being like, no, it's not Cumbernauld, and I'll move on to the next. I'll do it for 3. I can't see any Wetherspoons. Heavenly Scrumptious. Okay, so nothing jumped out. Let's go for Livingston. This mouse is not getting any easier to use. Guys, already half an hour. My God. Quarry Park. No. Yeah, it's Cross Keys. Sorry, I was making sure I wasn't remembering that wrong. Nope. And one more. Go somewhere more borderland. Should we go Dumfries? We'll go Lockerbie because I said it, and then I'll go Dumfries because Lockerbie seems quite small. The Black Bull, the Mac. No other pubs in the centre. It seems like this is central. Right, Dumfries, I'm not even going to look. Whoa. It was up high. Come on, mouse. That's a shame. What is the name? Peterhead. Damn it. Cross Keys. Right country. It's always a shame to end on a bad guess. I'm glad I got it right country-wise. It's my first Scottish Wetherspoons as well. My 3rd Wetherspoons game. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Tiny bit shorter than the last one, but went on longer than I thought it was going to be. It just shows how slowly I take this game. But yeah, I'll record some more probably in the next few days. I think I'll probably upload this tomorrow rather than today. Not that I think there are loads of people watching or anything, but just nice to do if I'm going to play it anyway. So yeah, see you around.